So I really enjoyed the MOTS C peptide, and this might seem weird. It's when I first saw it advertised as exercise in a bottle, and I'm not saying that's true, but I guess the claim is, you know, you can lose weight while staying on the sofa eating potato chips or whatever. I don't believe that to be true, and I say it seems weird that this is a peptide that I enjoy because I'm pretty thin, but it's the reason that it's claimed to be exercise in a bottle that is exciting and interesting to me. And so MOTS C is something that stimulates and optimizes the functioning of the mitochondria. So which would then influence the metabolism. So your metabolism, what does metabolism mean? Everyone talks about metabolism and metabolic health these days, but I see far more people talking about it who really understand what it even means, is how it comes across to me. So, you know, it is simply the rate at which your mitochondria, which is the little factories in the center of every cell, produce energy, the rate at which they produce energy. And so generally it's considered that increasing metabolism is good for losing weight, which is true. Sometimes it's considered that slowing down metabolism is good for living longer, which I dispute. And we did a whole episode about that, which I'd refer people to if they want to find out more about metabolism. Now, the number one thing that drives metabolism is thyroid. So I would never encourage the use of MOTS C before checking on thyroid. I would probably also put MOTS C secondarily to methylene blue, which is something that I've talked about before and we'll talk about when we talk about research chemicals at some point.
So just to quickly go on that point about the thyroid, would you say that then you'd want that person's thyroid, function better before they would try something like MOTS C?
Yes, absolutely. I'm trying to think of an analogy, but yeah, taking MOTS C without making sure that you're optimizing thyroid first is like, I don't know, what's an analogy? Like trying to choose what kind of vitamin supplement you want to eat while you're still eating fast food every meal. You know, it's like, it's putting the cart before the horse. You have, like, the basic of metabolism is thyroid. This is something that's missed by almost everyone in the biohacking optimization world. Not everyone, there's some good people who are talking about it, but it's missed by too many people. So optimizing thyroid is primary. Optimizing stress hormones is also primary. Then if you want to help the whole mitochondrial process in general, methylene blue is fantastic for that. We'll talk about that in a different episode. But then if you're doing those things or you don't want to do those things for whatever reason, you want an alternative, MOTS C I would put next. And MOTS C is in the category of, there's a couple of different peptides that offer this improvement of mitochondrial function. SS31 is another one, I believe. Humanin is another one. I have not liked any of them other than MOTS C. MOTS C is the one that I felt had a good effect. Now, with that one, I actually did a significantly less of a dose than is usually recommended. So usual recommendation is something like 5 milligrams a day for a course, for like for a week, 10 days, something like that. But 5 milligrams is like $50 a time, you know, so that's a big cost. Obviously people are willing to pay it because they want to lose weight. I felt I didn't want to lose weight. I didn't need that much support. So I was just doing half a milligram a day or 1 milligram a day, something like that, like a much smaller amount. And I felt it had a nice boosting, energizing effect. So I like MOTS C. When people ask me for weight loss peptides, I mean, everything's changed since Ozempic and semaglutide came along. I do not recommend that. We'll do a separate video about that. So if someone asks for a weight loss peptide, it must be a peptide, and they don't want to hear about it or are already doing thyroid, sex hormones, etc. Growth hormone would be another one. But other than that, MOTS C would be my recommended one, because even if it doesn't help them lose weight, it will still make every system in their body work better, because every system in your body depends on mitochondrial energy, ATP. So anything that is genuinely helping with that is genuinely helping every facet of your body.
You already mentioned doses. So are there there are different types of forms that this comes in?
I'm pretty sure this is exclusively injectable. I've not seen it in any other forms. And I don't think, unlike with, the more popular ones like thymosin beta-4 and BPC and all the rest of it, I don't think there's been extensive testing about this in terms of safety, because I know you're going to ask me that one next. So
you read my mind.
So when I do this, I do it more at my own risk, and I must admit, because of the high cost and because of that lack of safety profile, this is not something that I have on regular rotation, but I do like it. So, if someone gave me a credit for, I don't know, thousands of dollars of supplements, I'd probably be on my list because I do like it otherwise. But again, my mitochondria is already fairly optimized. I don't have a weight issue. I know people who have a weight issue, often that becomes a priority for them, and then that's why I thought I'd mention it, because it is one of my favorites for that.